Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Hello farmers and welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. Just out here checking the cows, seeing how they're all doing. Just kind of like checking the health on them and, well, as much as I can. I just visually inspect them, see what's going on with them. They seem to be doing rather well. Giving us milk, slurry, and manure as they should. But we are over here because, yeah, if you look at the upper right hand corner, the money has been transferred over. I actually did have $1.15 million, but we slept through the night, and we saved ourselves $300 on the loan payment by paying out that extra $100,000 on it. So it's a start, right? It's a start. So that dropped us down to just under $1 million. And right here looks like our new field. Not yet, it's not. I haven't bought it yet. I wish I bought it and I still had this money left, but no. This field is a little bit more expensive than I thought it was. But we're still okay if we come in here to land. If we look at it, and you know what, since we're here, well, let's, there we go. So it's $652,000. Well, okay, it is what it is. We'll go ahead and buy it. The reason why I'm picking this one, I'm thinking this will be mainly our cornfield for chaff when we need it, and whatever else we need it for. But anyways, yeah, ouch. But it's ours now, expanding the farm, and there's crop in it. But this is the reason why I was kind of picking this field. I was choosing between this one here and this one here, because I thought, well, geez, I could merge these fields. You know, I was kind of thinking that, you know, I was thinking, well, this field's a little bit smaller and it is cheaper. But then when I expand it, you know, the field will be bigger. And then I thought, you know what, let's just do the reasonable thing and do this field right here. The only thing this field is hurting us a little bit is lime. And yeah, it doesn't need to be plowed. There's no weeds. It needs to be fertilized again. But you see this little green dot here? That's our fertilizer sprayer. We're ready to go. As a matter of fact, let's just hop right into it. Yeah, so, I mean, this is a field like I was thinking of at the beginning. I said, you know, I should just go ahead and just do this field like I thought I would. So we did. It's barley, which is good because I can either sell it or store it to feed the pigs. I know we got wheat above, but I think all the wheat above, we're going to harvest that and just leave it in a silo up there for the chickens. And I'll think when we harvest this barley, which won't be too far off, because I hope I get this done before the last growth stage hit. But I get it done, I get it done. If I don't, I don't. Yeah, this will be the cereal crop for the pigs. So instead of transferring wheat from up there to down there, we'll keep the wheat up there. And with that, we should be able to, with those fields up there, I'm not going to have to plant wheat or anything like that for the chickens for a while. And with this barley down here, yeah, I'll help out with the pigs, but I mean, the pigs being pigs, at some point I'm going to have to do a cereal crop for them, but not for a while. But I would like to put some lime down in this field. I got the John Deere with narrow tires, but I don't have a spreader with narrow tires, so crop destruction. So, I mean, how much does that hurt us? Avoid yield. Where's lime? Plow after corn, potatoes to 15. Remove bad weeds. Spread lime every 3 times. So it's like a 15% I'm kind of losing on it. So it's a little, but it's something. But I can't worry about it too much. So we're down to $346,000, which is kind of like okay. So we can last our 2 days again. We can go through 2 nights, which is tonight and tomorrow night. So it gives us like 3 days to bring some income in. If we look at our fields over here, our grass field is halfway fully grown. If I go in here, activate grass, go back here, yeah, you can kind of see it's almost ready. And of course, then we got our cotton field once again to go. So yeah, we're going to be okay. We're fine on that front. Turn grass off. But our main concern, what we're doing today is I got it pretty much set up. We're harvesting the wheat up here. And we'll see what happens when I start harvesting the wheat, what each field needs. I'm assuming one of them is going to need lime. I do need to feed the chickens, but I am keeping my eye on the price of chickens, $15.40, and climbing because if I jump to the gas station, the sheep and the wool are doing rather well. They're slowly building up. But if we come over here to the chickens and the eggs, yes, they are starting to do rather well. And as we can see, I don't have any more pallets to put here. So at some point, let's see, how many pallets we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full pallets. So that's almost 60,000 liters. And then I got probably 2.5 pallets here of eggs. So 6, 8. We'll just call it 80,000 liters of eggs I got sitting here, roughly. Ready to go. So when the price is right, we can sell that probably soon, because if I wait any longer, I'm not going to have any more pallets, so that means I have to go buy more pallets, which is not a big deal, but we need the money, and I need the empty pallets. With that all being said, now that we own land, we're now getting ready to, well, hopefully get it all fertilized. You can see we're in the last growth stage with the barley, so that should be ready to harvest soon. Our canola is getting ready for harvest. As for our pigs, we sold last week we were in here. We got like, I think it was at 340 pigs. When I went to bed, we're at 360. So I got 20 pigs kind of overnight sleeping, but their food is looking pretty good. We're slowly gaining on that. So yes, the farm is really starting to do well, but I was a little disappointed when midnight came, and I'm like, okay, I didn't get below the 140,000 on the loan payment. I was like, well, how much did I actually save on the payment? It was like $300. I was like, okay, just okay. I was like, that's it. I mean, $50 million is the most I've ever tried to make back on a farm. So, yeah, I mean, I think the most, before I did Hawke's Bay, I think the most I ever had on a loan, I think it was like $2.5 million. I think that, which was Ravenport. So I've been going the extra mile at FS19, trying to make it more challenging for myself and more fun. So on Ravenport, I think we had almost a $3 million loan. Then the Hawke's Bay, I said, let's go crazy. Let's do a $20 million loan. And I don't know, there must have been a gas leak in my house the day I decided to do Pacific Northwest. And say, you know what? Let's try a $50 million loan and see what happens. And now I cry. But it's going to be fun trying to pay out that $50 million loan, which really, as we can see, even with the small struggle at the beginning, I know we're at episode 20 something. I don't know, we're at 20. I don't know, 28. I should know this, but I don't. So there you have it. But yeah, we're balanced out. We're actually making profits every other day thanks to silage and cotton. And now thanks to Mercury Farms, we have another field and a decent sized field to boot. So that's just going to bring us in more money. And now that we're, the pigs, we're pretty much cycling the pigs now. We're waiting a long time because we started off with, I think it was a trailer load of pigs, so 84 pigs. So it took a while to get up to the near 500. And now that with the food and everything, yeah, it's going to start doing better. And I can't remember if I said it on the Mercury Farm series or this series. Sometime soon, I mean, it's not much of a spoiler here, but yeah, we'll be leaving Mercury Farm sometime soon. And the way we're going to do that is, like we always do when we leave a farm, we're just going to pretty much sell the farm as is. And basically what that means is I'll just, off camera, I'll just sell all the equipment, all the fields, all the storage that we have with grain and crops and whatnot. And we'll see how much the farm's worth, and that money gets transferred over to here. And I think with all that money I bring over to here, when I sell Mercury Farms, we'll just take it right off the loan. And then it'll be just the Pacific Northwest in this Let's Play. Obviously, when I sell the Mercury Farms, the reason why we're going to sell Mercury Farms, one, we've been there for a while. We just hit episode 80. And yeah, I'm going to be going to a map that we can play seasons on. I've been waiting I'm trying to, I was trying to find a nice map to play Seasons on, and I pretty much picked it out before Seasons was even known to be coming out. I'm like, okay, I'll wait for that map. And Seasons came out sooner than I thought, so I'm not quite ready to play Seasons on it yet. Oh, yep, and I'm doing that again, not paying attention of, damn you, Farmers Dynasty, got me spoiled on that stuff. Yeah, so let's go ahead and grab my trailer. Actually, while I was in there, let's go to this page. So this field needs nothing. This field can be gone ahead and direct drilled right away. But let's see, as for today, like I said, we're kind of focused on the fields up here in the upper plateau. I want to get these wheat fields harvested. Need to feed the chickens. The chickens are getting down into the red. And we'll see what these fields require. If not, we'll just start reseeding. Obviously, I got to pick up the straw. Frank likes doing that. Maybe Frank will do it at some point. He's a good man. A guy like in his mid-60s just likes to take the easy jobs. He doesn't mind grabbing the Fendt tractor and the loading wagon coming up here or down the lower plateau, and just taking his time and picking up the straw on the ground. He does pretty well. He picks up every little piece that he can. How about if you get out of the New Holland, because you can't harvest. I thought I was in the harvester. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Yeah, so yeah, he likes doing the easy jobs, taking his time, getting things done when he can, and he's cheap. So that's why we hire him. So I think our fertilizer should be done down there on our new field. So yeah, hopefully no weeds sprout out into it before it's ready for harvest, because that would suck. I would assume the previous owner of the farm took care of that, because I don't know when it happened. Oh yeah, also if you remember, I did take a cultivating job in field 33. We did that and I got paid $7 grand from that. So now the only problem, well, I shouldn't say a problem, the only slight issue is since we bought the field, whatever field that number is that 30? 31. No, excuse me, 32. Yeah, since we bought that field, I've been doing the contracts in the fields that were in the 30s, obviously all in that one clump. And I just bought one of them, so that's less contracts that I probably will accept. But, as we own more fields and I got more work to do and we start earning more money ourselves, contracts become like a back burner kind of thing. I'll take them, I'm just going to take like field 33 and 35. Those are the two big ones down there. I think 34 is the small one in front of the forest where our log cabin is. Which does bring me to this point as well. I need to cut down a lot of trees in there. I made a slight deal with someone to come and disassemble that log cabin. And we're going to put down a proper house down there. Seeing that I will be moving here after I can find a buyer for Mercury Farms, which I think I said may take a couple weeks. But yeah, then this will be our permanent home on this Let's Play. So that little log cabin, it's nice to stay in for a couple days. I don't have, there's no electricity in there. There's no phone lines, no TV, just, a couple kerosene lamps. And that's pretty much about it. My communication from the outside world is through my cell phone, but I charge my cell phone in my truck. So, yeah, but since I'm going to be living here full time, yeah, that log cabin is going to be moved out of here. They'll disassemble it, move it out, probably after I leave here this week, because obviously they can't tear it down while I'm here. That would suck, because then I have to sleep in my truck. Yeah, then when we come back next week, I'm hoping our house will be completely built. and so on and so forth. Alright, so I need to focus here because already once, I wasn't paying attention to the capacity of my combine and we made a mess. So yeah, Mercury Farms, let's see, hopefully when I get back next week, we got those sunflower fields. Oh yeah, I'm not going to be too worried about the smaller field, but obviously the bigger field is going to bring a whole bunch of cash to us. And of course we got milk as well. So, you know, I'm not sure how. I'm thinking about buying, maybe when with the next purchase for Mercury Farms income, we'll purchase a field up here somewhere. Maybe field 21. I don't know why this field intrigues me. It's interesting. I kind of want to buy this field because, well, nah. Yeah, maybe this field. Why I'm in here? How much is that field? Just 210,000. I say that like it's nothing because Mercury Farms is doing well. All right, so 210,000, and yeah, so Mercury Farms, I need like $325,000 when I get done there next week. Planning ahead because I need $100,000 for cows for that farm to help up the production on milk, slurry, and manure. Yep, just planning ahead, and I think we'll start buying some more fields up here. We'll leave field 33 and 35, as I keep calling these two here. Obviously, this field here, I won't be able to buy this one for a while. It's, you know, almost $1.5 million. Yeah. So we'll probably start buying some fields up here, so I can start doing more. I don't feel like I'm up here enough doing enough work, even though I should be, and I should be leaving the big fields down there for hired workers and whatnot. So I also wouldn't mind maybe buying a field up here. Only because when I played in 17, I think I did the same thing. I just bought the fields around here and didn't get much work done up here. These fields here, if I remember, they are kind of slopey or whatnot. So, but that's a week ahead. I kind of need to focus on today, and you know, asking me to focus is a challenge in itself. Because I can't even focus on harvesting the first field of the day. Not at all. But I feel a little bit better now that we have another field. Just because buying another field on this map here, this farm, now I feel like can really support itself. I mean, it was before, but we were like, oh God, every 2 days, you know, if it rained, you know, if it rains at all, on the days I have to harvest, like the cotton or grass field, it's like, okay. And if I get unlucky, like I did one time in Hawke's Bay, where it rained 2 days in a row, owie, that hurts. So, yeah, just having the extra field with a little bit extra income, those every 2 days helps. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get a little bit more harvesting done. Obviously, because I got a lot of harvesting to do. I got this field, that field over there, which won't take me long. And then that field over there. We need to feed the chickens, clean up the sheep, probably take care of our orchard. I mean, our orchard is not bringing a whole bunch of cash, but that's not the point of the orchard. The point of the orchard is it's a nice little mod, it looks good, and we get to use manure, and it just gives us another job to do. So let me get some more harvesting done. This field doesn't need, I keep saying I'll get right to seeding right away, but I keep forgetting Frank needs to pick up the straw to begin with. I'll stop rambling along, and I'll see you in a little while, and who knows, I might either be near the end of that field or beginning that field, and I'll be doing something else maybe other than harvesting. I don't know. Time for me to shut up. And, yeah. See you in a couple seconds. Well, like I said, to bring it back at some point, and that point is, well, here. The last wheat field. Yeah, I did about half of that field behind us, and I set them off on a worker. And I don't know when I said I did the field behind us, I actually had to turn around and show you with the camera, and I just did it again. But yeah, I hired a worker so I could go down to Lower Plateau and take care of some of our fields down there, meaning I grabbed our liquid fertilizer sprayer, filled that up, and now he's over on the other side of the river where our 2 cotton fields and grass fields are, and he's going to double, well, not double fertilize, but put the second stage of fertilization down on all those fields, I hope. I'm thinking I may actually have to put down Alien Jim's seed hut and fertilizer hut down on the other side of the river. If I start to find out that my sprayers cannot do all the fields at once, meaning they might run out of fertilizer or herbicide. So I'll see if I can do all 3 fields right now on 1 tank. It'll be questionable. I need to do a headland here because if I don't, I know he has a problem because someone put down the sheep husbandry just a little bit too close to the field. But you know, I like it. I've every day I check a couple mod hubs, and of course the giant mod hub, and I look for animal pens. If you know me long enough at this point, you know I can't resist doing animals on a farm. So that sounds nasty. But I like taking care of animals on a farm. So I'm always going to have some kind of no more pigs. I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm done with pigs in 19, I do believe. FS21, pigs will be the thing. But yeah, sheep, cows, chickens. I like having to where you need crop to feed animals. I don't know why, because I think most of the farms around where I am, it's basically based on that. Basically based on that. Good words of English. So the egg prices, 1803 and still rising. We might be selling some eggs today. Where Agro Wholesales, is that up in the northeast? Is that you? Oh yeah, it's right up here. Not far to go at all. I'll have to load those up with the AgroStar. Speaking of the AgroStar, but I do need to go unload my harvester because he's filling up awfully quick. As for wheat, we got wheat for a while now. We're just shy of 100,000 liters of wheat in our silo. So what does that mean? Our chickens are set for a while. So I probably won't be doing any more wheat up here for the chickens. Wheat or barley. Food for the chickens. No, don't you go anywhere. Just unload. Thank you. Are you going to be okay if I leave you alone? Because sometimes you, sir, will not take off for some reason. I'm not in your way, so you should be fine. So let's hop on over to our Voltra. I did get some wheel weights on there and such, and oh yeah, I was like, what the heck? Yeah, well, I took a screenshot and changed my field of view. Give me just a second here. Yeah, that needs to be set for here, and there we go. That's normal. Yeah, I got the wheel weights on here, and yeah, we're gonna load up some grain, and I'm gonna fill up the trailer probably more than I need. And it kind of sucks because I'm about to come back here and unload again because I need to fill this up with some manure to put into our orchard. Yeah, wheat. So we got 95,993. Like I said, shy of 100,000. Let's fill this up. I forgot. Does this hold 12,000 liters? Okay, 14. 1,200? No, that'd be 12,000 I wanted to say. But it's 14,000 either way. I was wrong. Anyways, up to feed the chickens, and I need this trailer because I need that little trap door. Just like the old time pajamas, need a little trap door in the back. Every time I come to this field right here, I get a flashback to 17 when I had the modded chicken coop where it collected the eggs, and I didn't make as much money as I will today probably selling these eggs. The other field, I almost turned it again, turned around, but the field behind us does not need any lime or requirements before I go ahead and reseed it, other than get the straw off the field first. That's always a good thing. That's just money wasted if you seed that back in. Now let's go ahead and see how many tries this takes me. I can imagine trying to do this in cab would really... Oh, you know what I need to do because it won't activate? I need to change where it unloads. Tip side back? Nope. Tip side grain door. That's what I need. Nope, not that either. Let's get rid of the HUD. Yeah, I don't like having the HUD up. pardon me for doing so. There we go. Alright, so first time that wasn't too bad. I don't know how much they're going to take, but I want to say it's 20,000 liters they can take. So it could come awfully close to them taking it all. And we wait, and we wait. But you know what? It's worth feeding the chickens because of the eggs. The eggs are worth it. And you guys are going to take it all. Sweet. That works out great for us. How are you guys looking now on food? Ooh, wow. You might take 25,000 liters? Either way, they're good for a while because we're not getting any more chickens because our chicken coop is maxed out. Alright, so now I got to play a little do-si-do with everything. Let's come into here. Alright, so we do have some water. Now, the orchard didn't really need anything, but I want to do it because I want to try to do it the first day I come back. Because if I don't, I'll kind of forget about it. And then I won't be making... Like I said, we're not making much cash off of this. Actually, we can kind of... Oh, come on, where are you? Don't stop it. Stop. Don't stop. Start. Okay. Yeah, so if we go to our money... yeah, we're just making just shy of $2,000 a day. Obviously, when you owe $50 million, that's like you coming home and finding a couple pennies on the floor, and you look at them like, oh, that's interesting. It's nice. Oh, come on. What? Oh, it's the, okay. Well, when all else fails, yeah, I'm just making it worse. Alright, and this is where I get aggravated enough, and I say no one's looking, and you grab the lift anything mod, you move that over, and you do that. Sweet. Yeah, so I'm glad I kept this Joskin water tank. That was originally put here. That was what you get for starting equipment, kind of. Ooh, my harvester is full. I think it was for giving sheep water. We're using it to refill the orchard. But we got tons of wheat. But seeing that, okay, so say the chickens take 25,000 liters. I'm starting to remember this now. It's 10 days in the base game. That's how long the animals last for food. So really, I'm good for 40 days for the chickens. For the amount of wheat that we have up here. So I should not need to make any more wheat for the chickens. Am I going to say ever again on this Let's Play? Actually, I shouldn't say that because we owe $50 million. I can't pay $1 million off every day. So, yeah, I may have to make some more. And who knows, maybe in the future I'll look at it and like, we need another chicken coop, put that down and get more money from the eggs. Yeah, probably not the best idea. So, we're going to get this harvester emptied, put them back on a worker. I fed the chickens, that's right. We're getting ready to load up the trailer with some manure so I can top off the manure in the orchard. And then we'll go empty out the sheep. The sheep probably need some cleaning out. Yeah, but like I was saying before, I think I got off topic like I always do. Yeah, I'm loving that sheep husbandry mod. I remember the first time I put it down, and the next day I'm like, it says they're dirty, but I don't see no grass out here. That's because you got to clean out the manure, sir. And I was like, I knew that, and but you did not tell me that. That's because Peanut did not read the description when he downloaded the mod like he always does, and he thinks he's smart enough to figure it out, which, you know, I was that eventually, but let's be honest, that doesn't always happen. Alright, let's load up this guy here, make sure I hit the right button. Now, the only thing I would like to see different with this mod is a little bit easier access. I mean, those doors would have been better if they were here. You see what I'm saying? Could have just drove right on in and done it that way. and he still could have hit the marker there. Although the ramp, I think the ramp is there for when you, it's supposed to be there for when you unload the animals. Yeah, well, yeah, I did that again where the bucket's down too far and I'm hitting the lip of the shed. Now the sheep are climbing up onto. Yeah, so the ramp is there for the sheep to get out of the transport vehicle. Am I down? No, I'm not down. Why can I not? It's a snug fit. It's like, wait a minute, I've been in here before. You know what it is? Could it be? It's not that, is it? Is my bucket pushing the tractor? Yep, my bucket was pushing the... Yeah, the bucket was down too far, which was lifting the front of my tractor up just a little bit, which was making it clip the top of the roof. I was actually starting to think of, have I ever cleaned out the sheep with the wide tires with weights on? Because maybe the diameter of the tire is just a little bit different, making my tractor higher. Now, as you can tell, my sheep are well behaved because they didn't bother coming out. Close up, please. Now, after about almost 2 days, it's not even 1,000 liters of manure, but it's manure. Oh, I don't have the weight on here. That's not going to work out well for you. Let me go ahead and get the weight on here because when I load this bucket up with manure, it's going to be a little bit too much. And even the weight, I don't think, is enough. Alright, so I don't need much manure. And I don't know why I said it like manure. Because I think I only need like 6,000 liters. Easy does it here. And if you're asking if I've cleaned out this trailer every time I put manure in it and then go feed the chickens, I'm thinking I don't. So stop judging me. At least I haven't done it on here. Mercury Farms, I kind of tend to do it on here. I don't. Don't ask me why. Alright, so bring up the HUD. I need a tip left side here. Tip left side, that's good. Like they always say, not that left, your other left. Yeah, okay. I probably kind of need that to empty out just a little bit because I tried dumping the manure in with the bucket and the mod doesn't seem to like that at all. So definitely use the trailer. Yeah, I need to keep that because I need tip right side and then control I. I probably should do some landscaping here and make a pile or some sort for myself. Just because, let's see, I need this tool here. Actually, no, I need to drop off the shovel. And my harvester's full again, but he's going to have to wait a second until I get this all straightened out. So my next step is to really screw this up even more. Let me come over here and we'll drop off the trailer. I'll leave the weight on. And even though I just did this, just at the different farm, we did it on Mercury Farms. Yeah, now it's time for me to load eggs again. But this time I don't need to load like 15 or 16 pallets. It's just a matter of a couple. Nope, my tractor was still running. Burning the diesel fuel. That's a good way to waste money because we got loads of it. Let me go take care of this harvester. I think I'm going to skip me loading up the pallets just because I just did it the other day on Mercury Farms, and as much fun as it was, and I get to do it again, I'm probably going to need to go unload this trailer as well. The time he finishes unloading in here, I'm probably going to need to unload 2 more times, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to go unload this at the silo, and then I'm going to start loading up some pallets of eggs. Because the eggs are almost up to 1,900. 18.99. You better hit 19. Thank you. I was trying to say if it stops 18.99, I could rage. What is the milk? What are you doing to me? What are you doing? Okay, so I did see a price of 8.50. I'll have to keep that in mind. But let me go dump this in the silo, load up some eggs. Maybe I'll finish harvesting this field. I'll let the worker do it. I think I'll probably let the worker do it because he's in there. He's already got his butt print into the seat, so I'll let him finish up. And hopefully when you come back, I'll have all the eggs loaded into our flatbed, and maybe we'll sell some eggs. Well, maybe. Well, we will. Just a matter of when is the question. With the harvest complete and the egg prices have finally stopped increasing, it is time to go sell some eggs. I'm not going to sell them all. Obviously I got like maybe one more full pallet combined here. But I mean, that means another full trip up there. And, well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I can just leave that until next time. Because it's going to take a while, obviously, to fill up all these pallets and make another trip. But with that being said, I probably should double check here or everything before I go and deliver this. But we end up with 137,000 liters of wheat in storage. So our chickens are fine, like I said, for a while. So it's $1,938 at Agro Wholesales, just to make sure Agro Wholesales is where we're going. And yes, our worker is right behind us. So let's cruise on up here. I have to be kind of careful with this flatbed because this thing will really fly here. So I don't want to get too far ahead of my Voltra. I don't think traffic is on this road at all. Now, my fertilizer sprayer, I went and checked on that. He got both cotton fields done. But the grass field, even though the grass is in the first harvest stage mostly, it didn't fertilize it. I mean, it went across the field, but it didn't fertilize it. For some reason, I have to wait for the grass to be fully ready to be on the second stage of harvest before it accepts a second stage of liquid fertilizer. I don't know. How you doing back there, Voltra? Oh, he's doing just fine. Yeah, so this should, definitely make our bank account look just a little bit better once again. Like I said, we do have money sitting around everywhere. Like I said, we got milk. I got slurry and manure I could be selling at the BGA, but I'll be honest with you, the prices here for that slurry and manure at the BGA, wow, it sucks on a hard economy. $100. Where am I going with this? Bueller. I know the train one is over here. Is that on the same side? It is. Now, if this is like Mercury Farms, it's only going to take the eggs off the back, which is fine. It's a start. And it's still got the sound of eggs being sold there. But right now, 33 grand. Oh, hang on a second. You, sir, see a Shift F. All right, he's done. I got to be careful because the train is going around. So when he does come around, it'll be come around that corner. So let's not get stuck on the train tracks because I think my flatbed will probably lose that battle. Unfold that. Definitely take the belts off because that's always helpful. And as we speak, boy, he does not slow down at all coming through there now, does he? Let me zoom in just a little bit. I don't think I can do this from in cab. No way. I can't do it out of cab. Why would I think I could do it in cab? Because you were thinking that you would get a better viewing angle. One would think, but you do not. Alright, so we're just going to pile these, I don't know, right over here. Let's not scratch the beautiful antique that we got here. Nope, lift up the pallet forks just a little bit more. Now I want to load these up off screen, and probably, to be honest with you, I'm not going to use a pallet fork. I'm probably going to use the Lift Anything mod. I've done enough of this the past couple of days at Mercury Farms and now here. I mean, it's fun when you start doing it at first, but when you start doing a whole bunch of them, it's like, yeah, I think I'm done doing that. Some people are like, how can you be kidding me? I love doing the pallet forks, and yeah, everyone has a job that they like to do. I don't mind doing the pallet forks on pallets, but after a while, it's like I've had enough. Wow, look at that money. Oh, yes, this is going to be good. I mean, am I going to give over $500,000, which means I can pay off a little bit more to loan? It's going to be short. But, and yeah, there's a but. There's always a but. Let's not knock off any of my other pallets here. I will say this Voltra with the weight in the back is not having no problem with the eggs. I just flashed back to remember the days when FS19 started, and the only thing we had were the boxes, and you had to sit in the back of a trailer and throw each box out individually, and you would see, and this was on, I think I played a normal economy on Ravenport. It was like, on good prices, like, was it $300 a box, or was it $3,000? I don't remember. I forgot how many liters those boxes held. And then this mod came out. At first it was, I forgot how much it held at first for liters, but yeah, it was definitely worth it. This mod is definitely worth it. Now there's different variations of this mod out there. The one on the Mod Hub on Giants I think is different than the one I got. Obviously I think the one on Mod Hub is for console and PC. So I don't know how many liters that one can hold. Yeah, so I think we're going to be just shy of $500,000. And we are. And like I said, I think I'm going to load this up by hand afterwards. It's off camera. You guys didn't see it, and you wouldn't know it if I didn't tell you, but you probably thought it probably does anyways. I was like, I hope none of my pallets are on the railroad tracks, because if that goes flying, I'll never find it. Nope, that's the engine's already stopped off. Yeah, so we're already back up to $487,255, which is good. I have gotten some word from the town that I should give the dairy station a call, not for milk, because I was getting kind of frustrated of bringing down all this straw. I got the Fendt tractor up here because I don't have a silo up here that can hold straw. I mean, you really shouldn't do that anyways, but so it was either bring it down to the barn, or I'd have to put it into the silo down here. And I'd called the town committee and asked them about bioheating fuel, and they said, well, if you call the dairy station, they already have one on order. So, yeah, when I do the straw, I might be selling, they're looking at doing, I'm on the wrong page, this model here. Where is it? Yeah, right here. The heating plant. It is $75,000. They said if I chip in some cash with them, I can go ahead and sell my straw there. So I might be part owner. That's why I'll get some money from them by doing so. And obviously what the heating plant will do for them is it helps supply energy to the dairy station. I think the dairy station, what they said is they take milk and they make like cottage cheese and sour cream and all that kind of stuff up there. They need more power, and they're looking for a free source of power, and that would be straw. So I might give them some money for the bioheating plant and become part owner and make some money that way, or I may just sell it upright. I don't know how it's going to go. That's why I'm going to hold off on the straw for a bit. But yeah, that'll save me a lot of time. I mean, even that Fendt has so much horsepower. Coming up here, just with the loading wagon empty, I came up this road here. I dropped down to like about 11 miles an hour, and this Fendt tractor can do 51 on good conditions. But the last thing we're going to do for this episode is I mentioned I was down here before cutting some logs out, and this is what I'm kind of doing so far. I got this much cleared out. I'm giving them some room because there's a company that's going to come over here and strip down this log cabin, and they're going to relocate it somewhere else. Someone has purchased a log cabin from us, and they're going to relocate it. And I need to clear this all out. I don't know if I need to smooth it out myself or the company that's going to put down our house is going to do it for us. But obviously I need to get they can't build a house until I get this done. And I need to move those logs out so they can come in here and remove the log cabin. And I'm trying to get it all set up for when I get done here that the log cabin can be removed while I'm gone. And the new house can be put down while I'm gone as well next week back at Mercury Farms to bring in some more cash. Bring up the HUD display. Switch auto load to the right side. Yes, please. I need it on the right. Start auto load, and I'm hoping I got the marker where I need it to be. We'll find out in a second here. That's all good. So with a little bit we're going to make from this wood here, I'll probably put us over the $500,000 mark. And I know I said if we get, I think that's enough wood, because the problem I'm going to have now is that is going to be so top heavy. And boy, that did not load good at all. Yeah, so I'm going to take my time. Trust me, that is so top heavy. Wow, that loaded that one log right there. That's what did it. Yeah, I'm going to take my time getting the sawmill. We'll sell this and wrap up the episode. And yes, I'll see you over at the sawmill. Yeah, it's already almost 2:30 in the afternoon. It may take me 12 hours just to get over there. We'll see. Well, it wasn't too bad getting over here. In a straight line, I mean, I can fly along as well as I want, but any little corner I take, I need to be careful on it. On the way over, I was actually thinking, I probably could have done a better job loading this myself, which is probably true, but it would have taken me 12 hours to do so. And, yeah. And then I started thinking, could I have loaded this better myself? I'm not sure. I'm guessing not, because it's been a while. Sold wood, almost all of it, but I can see we're over $500,000 already. And I'm not really sure I know what that tree is stuck on, but or log. It's a log now. Yeah, so $508,000. Looking good again. And we bought a field today. It's all coming together. And what I'm going to do, I kind of skipped lunch today for some unknown reason. I don't know why, but we did. And before I forget for the day, let's go in here. I think I got 2 more days left with Falcon. Yeah, 2 more days, I do believe, because he's at 80%. Hay and oats. Holland Oats. No, wait, wrong page. How much hay? Okay, so I got 272,000 liters of hay in storage. Pardon me for doing this from flopping around, but I have to come here and check this because this counts as storage. So I got like 60,000. So yeah, I got like 150,000 liters of hay in storage. Either at this silo here. Where's that silo? This silo here. Or obviously this silo here. Yeah, so I am going to have to take care of the horses again. And I did also, I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, I did add, like I said, the $600,000 that we transferred over from Mercury Farms. And also, I also added the $25,000 for the stable fees. And I also took out $1,500 for my round trip airline ticket. Because obviously I don't really work for the town anymore. So they're not paying for my ticket, which is an obvious statement, maybe. So yeah, so that's something I pay for. But yeah, we did pretty good this morning, and obviously in the middle of the afternoon. So I don't know if in between episodes if I'll be doing the straw up there. I didn't check the field we just harvested, but the first two fields we did do not need any lime or anything like that. So once I pick up the straw, I can start putting down. I can seed something, but I don't need anything to feed the animals, I don't think, at this moment, because we got, let me put him on just a small little trot. It's the middle of the afternoon. I don't want to work him too hard here. Yeah, so that we got cotton there, and cotton there, obviously, and of course we got a grass field. So these are our money makers right now. Actually, I can escape and he'll keep trotting, I do believe. Yeah, so right over here we got all canola. So this might be all for the pigs. Yeah, so like I said, and these fields up here, none of them require lime, so they're all ready to go. So yeah, I'll have to think about what to plant up here as well. But I gotta get the straw off first, and I'm kind of waiting to see for the dairy station to get back to me when that heating plant will be put in. And I think what I'll probably end up doing is just, I can't invest any money into it. I'll just sell it to them straight, so I won't make as much money. So I'll just make the money I sell the straw off to them, which it'd probably be the best price I can get honestly. But what I need to do is I got a couple more days to clear out all the lumber in here, and then that house can be sold. I think I'm getting like maybe 18 grand for that log cabin, because I originally paid that originally cost me 80 grand, and I was able to sell that for let's see if I go to garage here. What do I get for the house actually? It might be 25,000 here. Now this is the best way to train your horse. You know, just get a big field, put him on a slow walk, and you can check your farm stats while he's out trotting around. Where is that? Did I just see that? Nope. Those are, boy, I bought a lot of sheds, didn't I? Wow, I got a lot of stuff. Actually, I'm going to get 37. I got 37,689 for it. So that's what we're selling it for. Yeah, and eventually we'll put our house in. Falcon, can you not? I mean, those are expensive crops. So yeah, we're looking good. So it looks like maybe by the end of the day, I'll pay off just a little bit more. Like I said, anything over 500,000, we'll take it off that loan. I mean, every little dollar will count. It may sound small. Like I said, we paid off $100,000 the day before and saved ourselves $300. So is it worth it? Yeah, but that's what we're doing. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always, and I'll catch you next time on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one. Does a horse have a horn? Or does he? No, he doesn't do nothing. He's a quiet horse.